Alright guys, so the track we're checking out today is Budds Creek. Usually when I do the opening part of the video here, I've been on the track and can kind of tell you what it's like and, you know, blah 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 blah, but I haven't actually tried it out yet, so we'll have a little edit in here, and then by the time we get to the actual gameplay, I'll have practice on it, and I won't be a pro, but at least we'll have some general knowledge of the track in the game. So let's jump into this and see how good this track actually is. Alright guys, so I have done a few practice laps here just so I have an idea of how the track is going to be in the game. And overall early impressions is they did a fantastic job. Similar to how they've done in all the other tracks. They have done a great job. A great job of representing Budds Creek in the game. I mean, the track, I would say that the track, I don't know how I want to say that, looks the roughest. It definitely looks like it's the roughest track that they've made yet. I mean, I still feel like Millville was probably more rough, just as far as how it feels, than Budds Creek was. But Budds Creek has all this pre-made choppiness and more ruts. I mean, I would say that Budds Creek has more ruts than any of the other tracks, or at least as many as all of the other tracks that we've checked out. But even like here, it's just really choppy, and you're hopping all over the place. I mean, it's really rough. Very rough track. But sometimes it looks rougher than it actually is, you know what I mean? So I don't really know. I mean, maybe it's the roughest track, and you don't really need to preload anything. I mean, we're just barely getting over this, just about right. But if you maintain your momentum, it's like all the other tracks, it maintains the same standard of not having to really preload anything, which I really do enjoy. But having to preload if you mess up or, you know, whatever. I do feel like, now, I have never been to Budds Creek, okay? So I really don't know. Look how rough that is. We just hopped all the way over the corner. Really have to hit the brakes sometimes in the game to get over, or to get into the line you really want to get into. Some people were saying that, well, the game is just too bouncy, and I do still feel like they did improve that with the ground physics, but I do feel like it is sometimes too bouncy, especially in third person. You don't really notice it as much in first person, and I believe CBM, you've been saying it the whole time. You're not really sure why in first person, like, the bounciness isn't there. I do wish that some of that would be ironed out in third person. I mean, I'm fine with making it tougher to get into the lines, but sometimes it's like, okay, I will agree we were going a bit too fast probably, but I don't know. Sometimes you're just like hopping all over the ruts when you're trying to get into one in the corner, not like in the most realistic way. So sometimes I wish that could be ironed out a bit. Overall, I mean, lately, I mean, I'm playing third person here because I like seeing the track with the third person view, but lately playing these tracks I've been playing only in first person, which you can completely get rid of the bounciness in the corners. And I mean, you can do it in first person, or blah 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 blah, third person too. See, when you really get into the rut, it works really well. It works really good. But a lot of the times you're like hopping all over the place. So back to the track though, overall, probably for me at least, the second roughest track. I still feel like Millville was probably the standard for being just really gnarly outdoor track that they've given us. But this is still really good too. I feel like this one probably appears to be rougher just looking at it, but it just doesn't feel as rough as Millville was. But they're really close, really close. Has as many ruts as anything else. I feel like every single corner probably has a rut in it. These ruts actually do feel bigger. They feel deeper than a lot of the other ones. See, we're going to hit the brakes there a little bit. And then try and get up this without a preload. I don't know if we can take in the inside. No, we'd have to preload from the inside for sure. For sure. But I love the line choices. Huge lines here. And then it's really rough leading up into him. Very gnarly track. I was gonna send this, but then I changed my mind. Let's go outside. Kind of outside. See, we're getting some weird hops there. Go clear outside here, I guess. And here we connect back with the track. So that is basically 2 laps from where we started. We will hop into... Look how rough that is. We actually needed to preload because it's actually getting rougher. I have been on the track for a while, so actually making it a bit rougher with the terrain deformation. So, yes, 2 laps there. Let's hop on over and run this bad boy as a race with all the bells and whistles. Okay, so I was actually going to do... I didn't know if I was going to put this on the same video, but I decided we're going to. So, here you can see the main track. I don't know. Oh, that's just a pond, I guess. I wasn't sure what that was. We do have... What do we have? Let's do a little look-see. So we have some trails. You can see the trails running around the track here. And then we have an oval track here. And then we have this mini track here. I'm looking, do we see anything else? The map, I mean, look at the map. The map is not as big as Unadilla, obviously. Unadilla, I feel like, was the biggest map. Spring Creek was pretty big too, but I feel like Unadilla had the biggest map. So, yes, let's, this is what we're going to check out. I haven't been on it yet. And I'm not familiar with it, so I know some of you guys that are just like really big fans of Budds Creek know this is just like a, I guess, supercrossy kind of track. I don't really know. I'm not gonna lie and say that I know what this is. Still has the ruts. Just kind of a little supercross track. You know what's really cool? Is this reminds me a lot of something that I had. Oh, that is huge. We have to preload that. This reminds me a lot of something I used to do. So, I don't really race anymore. People ask, do you ride in real life? Do you ride in real life? Yes, I still ride in real life, but I don't race anymore. I haven't raced in years. I'm an old man. But when I was younger, I used to race twice a weekend. Saturday nights, I had a race at a really little, I mean tiny little arena cross track. It was built on the inside of a go-kart track slash, like, I don't know what you call those things. They're like little sprint cars, but I don't really know what you would call them. So that, and they did the flat track quad racing. I forgot to preload. Quad racing on the oval track. It was a small one. And then they had a really little arena cross track built on the inside, similar to this. The track wasn't near this big, but this kind of reminds me of that, so kind of cool. Getting that, just taking me back, so pretty cool. I do enjoy this. It's just a little extra added bonus that they're throwing in. We can do this. And then you can almost jump out, almost. Maybe you can, I couldn't quite do it. Let's see if we can get this triple though. Can we get this triple down? It's a big one. Definitely preload. Oh, too much preload. Well, no, not really. Okay, so there's that. Let's hop on over and just check out. Get the quads out, guys, and do the quad flat tracking. This is sweet. I'm glad they included this. I mean, I have no doubt that this is a realistic thing. I'm sure it is, but really sick that they throw in this dirt flat oval track here. Need to get... Oh, we're gonna hit the wall. Oh no, I'm stuck on it. Dude, I can't get away from the wall. There we go. So, I just wanted to throw this in there. Let's, let me check the map. And then maybe we should go check this out. Clearly, it looks like you're supposed to jump through this. How? Let's see. How are we gonna do that? Wait a minute, is that the rainbow bike? Number 18, Rainbow Studios bike. Wait, we gotta try this. I don't want to make this video too long. This should be for a second video, but I want to see. Oh, and you hop out. That is that is sick. I think you could do it both ways. That works way better than the other barn jump. No, maybe you can't. No way. No. No. That's not happening. So it has to be the other way. So it's like a step up or a step on, step off, but like a step up, step on, step off. What's that other? What is that second one though? There's a second jump in front of that. What is that? Oh my gosh, it got weird there, guys. It got really weird. But we gotta back up a second. Okay, so we're up here. Does it do anything? Ooh, are these whoops? These are whoops. Kind of. We gotta get out of here. Let's go this way. So kind of cool. I feel like this actually works better than the other barn jump. Anything here? Can we jump through the house? No? So there's that. Check out here. Nothing, nothing. Let's go back this way real quick. And we look good. So here we're back where we just were. So yes, now we're gonna hop on over into a race and see what the main track looks like with all the bells and whistles. Alright guys, here we go. So that intro was a bit different. They had been doing the pan across the track. They decided to do something different. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bit too much. I mean, environmentally, it's so fun to play the track in Freeride, but to really experience and make it feel very authentic, gotta throw this bad boy in race. You have to. It just really changes the way the track feels. Not the track, the atmosphere, obviously. So much better. Trying to get in these ruts best I can. Ooh! Really rough right there. Give it a preload jump all the way into the bottom here. Little preload. Now no preload. Should be good. Trying to get into these ruts better than what we were doing in Freeride. Oh, way better. Oh, see, we pushed out over it. At Unadilla, I feel like that rut would have held us. That one did nice. Wow, we could have sent that so far into the bottom. Hit the brakes pretty hard there. Not gonna preload. Do we need it? Not really. Not really. Well, we'll go all the way outside here. Yeah, I mean, like, that table, there's a few jumps on the track where you really float, and you can scrub or whip right over the top of it. And it feels really, really, really good. Can I grab this inside? Yeah. Kinda. We made it look really goony, though. We'll do that in first person. We'll switch over to first person here in a second. When we finish a lap. Oh man, we're actually over jumping that. Before I was having trouble, or just pretty much just hitting it just about right. On the fly. Now I already did. Whoa! I already did adjust my camera angle for first person, so we don't have to mess with that. Because every single time it resets me, I wish it would just save it. I wish it would just save that camera angle. There's kind of a partial rut there. There, but we kind of blew it. We are hopping all over it. Okay, so you know, first person doesn't have the bounciness of third person, but sometimes you see where that camera's like kind of almost glitching out. I think that's the moments when you would be kind of bouncing in third person. I think. I'm not 100% sure though. See right there, I think we would have got some weird hops and skips. We're gonna preload this, still get it just about right. See, we're hopping all over the place. Usually, I mean, I think I said, maybe I said it, I don't remember. I only have been playing these tracks in first person. I mean, aside from doing it for the videos and stuff, I've really only been playing them in first person, but it's like, it takes a little bit of a warm up for me to be able to, you know, when I was doing those hot laps, it takes me a warm up to get into it. See, we're all over the place. It takes me a warm up just to get into being able to run a halfway decent lap in first person. But once you kind of get the track going and get your flow, it's definitely my preferred way to play now. Specifically in this game, I really enjoy the first person. And there's an inside here. Whoa, it's so rough here. The AI is really tearing that corner up. It's really rough there. And then here we're connecting back to the start straight. I'm gonna preload a little bit and scrub over. Oh no, we came up short. I was hoping it was gonna be just perfect, but we didn't really make that. And then here's the finish line. So there you go. That is Budds Creek in the race. I mean, it's really fun in Freeride because you can do whatever you want. You can practice sections of the track, and it's a little bit harder to do that in the race. But overall, it is so much more fun to ride the track in race than it is in Freeride, just simply because of everything else they put into it. You know what I mean? So Budds Creek feels very authentic. A few sections I felt like maybe were a little tiny bit overscaled, but not anything that I could complain about really. So overall, very solid job. Definitely feels like it could possibly be the roughest track or the second roughest track out of the ones we've gotten. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and we'll go from there. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.